in terms of like a direction or what I wanted to do in life, I feel like I always just wanted to spit. I don't feel like it's difficult to find new topics because of my age. I feel like it's kind of difficult in general sometimes because obviously as a rapper as well, there's like a certain amount of things you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about like money or like girls or whatever else, I don't know, your family or whatever. So I could look at it one way and say, oh, he's older than me. He's lived so much more. Like he's got a lot to say. But at whatever stage I'm at, I'm always living life myself. So I don't really feel like it's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to write some exciting stuff because sometimes you're just in life and all the boring things that come with that, and that's what's on your mind or whatever. But on an overall thing, I feel like the age ain't really nothing to do with it. So like if music didn't kind of maybe start to go into a higher position at the time that it did, I was doing my A-levels and stuff like that. So obviously being African as well, it's like my mum's plan would have been like, go uni, this, that and the other, innit? But that was the time when I literally kind of skipped out and went the other way. So it's like, I don't know what I would have done at uni. I would have done something like media or whatever, but in terms of like a direction or what I wanted to do in life, I feel like I always just wanted to spit. So if I could advise someone who was trying to get into music at a young age, I'll firstly say it's quite long. There's a lot of stuff you don't like know when you first go into it. So maybe you don't want to do it. I'm not saying you don't, but you gotta really know that it's what you want to do. And if it is, then you could just go forth and like do whatever you need to do. But in terms of the artistry, I'll say like a piece of advice I could give you is from the minute like you write them lyrics or whatever, or any song you're making, is like you gotta make sure, yeah, even if they don't like it, I sound like me, like not no one else. That's like the biggest piece of advice I could give you, is just to be original. Like when don't listen to other people and say, oh, he made a tune about that, so I'm gonna make a tune about that. Or I tried not even to use the same slang words as people in some of my bars or whatever. It's just to stand out. You're not gonna stand out being him or doing a cover, or you know what I mean. You gotta be yourself. I'll say like being young and like coming up in the industry or whatever, people are gonna try and like fuck you over, or maybe it's like a cutthroat world anyway. Like whether it's music or business or whatever. So people like when you rap, especially when you're young, is like one thing you have to know in your head is like maybe all these people that I know or that are like coming to me because of the interest that I generated. Firstly, they wouldn't know you if you didn't like rap or whatever. So it's not like we're not thugs like that or whatever. It's business. That's the first thing you gotta understand. I've had like 6 or 7 managers, and they're still about and doing their thing. I had like Richard Thomas, who's with Kano. I had like Jack and Archie. I had a dude called Corey Johnson. I had loads of managers. And one thing I always did was like, I felt to myself, even though I'm young, if I feel like you are telling me the wrong thing, that I'm bouncing, this might be the last phone call kind of thing. So I don't know, you just gotta have your wits about you, and it's not really about age. I don't know. In terms of like maybe being put up against the same names album-wise as like the Kanos and the Dizzies and stuff, I feel like I've been working on my album for like coming up to about 3-4 years or whatever. And the thing I could say I'm trying to do to kind of level myself up against them and be seen on that same playing field when I drop my CD is just literally be real with it and take the things that I've actually learned in life, the experiences, the people, the faces, the stories. It's just a lot of real stuff. It's a lot of feeling and like I don't know, man. I'm just trying to document my world, because I feel like that's what Dizzy did, and I feel like that's what Kano did. They documented the world they was in. So, yeah.